So Gab's bringing up something, Loki, you were talking about before we started the show, Jack Palance. Let's throw the Jack Palance stuff out there a little bit again. For those of you who don't know, just the glory of Jack. I mean, literally wins the Academy Award, starts doing push-ups. I mean, the man, he's a man. Man's man right there, Jack Palance.
He ate bacon at every meal. Or the curly version of him ate bacon at every meal.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I really, it was written for Jack Palance. It was Jack Palance's role, but I called directors at the time who had worked with Jack, and I just got such bad feedback. I was worried about using him. I was worried that he might be too difficult to work with and not care about the role necessarily, other than doing it for money or something. So I said, I'm not sure that I can go to Jack. And so we went to Charles Bronson actually first.
Wow.
Charles came back through his agent and said, I'm offended that I would be offered a role where I die halfway through the movie. I don't die in movies.
Wow.
So we couldn't think of anybody better. So I had a meeting with Jack. Billy was there too. We had just a drink at the Four Seasons in Beverly Hills, and Jack was great. He was wonderful, and he was charming, and I really enjoyed meeting him. And he was offered the role, and he took it. And the first day, in the first scene, we were in a corral. It was his introduction to the film. He rides up on his horse, lassos a cowboy, throws a knife at his crotch, and Billy says, and Jack says, the cowboy was hitting on one of the city slicker women, Helen Hunt was
Ellen Slater.
Helen Slater, I mean, and Jack says, "See that it doesn't happen again." And Billy says, "Yeah," and then Jack looks over and then Billy says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were on the same side." But in the rehearsal, Jack didn't look at Billy. He didn't give him. And I said to Jack after the first rehearsal, if you could just give Billy a glance after that, his line. And he said, "I don't do glances." I said, "Oh, that's fine. A look will do." And he just went off on me about movie acting, and he was going to walk off this movie. And I was in a corral with Jack Palance, and the entire cast and crew just backed out, left the two of us. It was like this gunfight. Oh my God. But I had
those cartoons where all the characters step back and leave Ron standing there by himself. Like Billy Crystal suddenly is gone in his trailer or something.
Yeah. I come up, I mean, I'm short. I come up to like Jack's waist. But having talked to other directors, I wasn't that surprised. I just said, "Jack, I hope you don't walk off this film. There's a whole generation of people who want to get to know you, and you'd be great in this movie. Please stay with it." The cast and crew came back. I didn't dare rehearse it again. I just shot it. He looked at Billy at the right time. Later that day, I was sitting next to him. He took his cowboy hat off. He hit me in the leg and said, "First day jitters." And from that time on, we were great friends. He did everything that I hoped he would do. He cared so much about the role. He loved Billy. He loved working on the show. And it taught me a lot about just the nerves of everybody on the first day. And I was just grateful to get to work with him. And I did his last movie before he passed away, which was a great experience again. And I was a lifelong friend from then on with him.